Most insecurities men feel can be traced back to one single thing: fear of appearing weak. The idea hardwired into our heads is that weak men will be universally rejected by women. 1. Masculinity. The insecurities are what make the individual toxic. Anything that seeps in through the cracks of masculinity is toxic. Every human being needs and deserves to be understood, touched, and loved. When you can't get the love you need, it should be a nice wake-up call that something is wrong. Usually, they give the fault of this to the female flaws. It seems that some men simply don't even try. They are happy with the "I don't know how to fix this." Insecurities of any kind are what prevent a man from having real contact with a woman. If a man presents himself as cocky without being offensive, and if he can reveal to her his intellectual and emotional sensitivity and depth, the relationship with the woman should be fine. It won't work with every woman, but it is better than not even trying. Some of my female friends are attracted to the nerd type who complains and whines too often. I say this because in some ways there are women for every type of man, but I believe it is not worth looking among women for someone willing to accept you without you trying to improve yourself. Because when the story will end, then it's up the same game, and you are the same guy with the previous defects which led to this negative outcome. So to conclude, the male insecurities are the union of the will of the subject, who choose not to improve himself, and of the personal flaws which need to be fixed, and are usually never confronted. Any aspect of one's social life can improve. You have to point out what you don't like about your social life and what you want to fix. Then it's time to try to fix it, again and again, searching for better ways to do things you don't succeed in. Learn from experience, learn from books, learn from a personal study from reputable sources. In the end, you will build up experience. That's what women end up loving in men: confidence. 2. Physical insecurities. This also is driven by what we believe women want. Fear of being seen as weak by women drives a lot of this. Men want to be physically strong because that will make them more attractive to women. Naturally skinny men may act aggressively to other men to ward off competition. Naturally, fat men may get depressed because he believes there is no chance for him with them. Most men will fall in somewhere between these two extremes. 3. Finances. This has more to do with lifestyle and work-life balance instead of hard cash. She will care if you can meet her lifestyle standards. If you can't, then it's over. This is why girls will prefer to date someone around their income bracket or higher. It's not really money per se. The women who care about money are most likely gold diggers or looking to get cash from you for something specific, which I'm not really against as long as she's open and upfront. Also, work-life balance is important. Are you able to spend time with her and not be exhausted whilst doing so? Can you spend time with her on a consistent basis? 4. Emotional insecurities. Ever met that guy full of bravado, to the point of being a jerk? He is operating from a deep-rooted fear that if he appears weak in any way, women will reject him. All men have this fear. We only differ in degree. An emotionally immature man will respond to this by being arrogant, boastful, and aggressive. When women do not respond positively, they will double down rather than back off. A few, unfortunately, will resort to violence to draw attention to their strength. An emotionally mature man will respond to this fear by never communicating his fears or anxieties. He will be stoic, smiling, and a rock for her, but he has no pressure release valve in his life. This is one of the explanations as to why middle-aged men have the highest suicide rates in the United States. He has trained himself to never reach out for help. He has to man up. For some, this leads to extreme isolation even in the presence of loving friends and family. Some of these men will decide to deal with the problem by doing violence to themselves. 5. Size. Most chicks don't want to guess if you are in her or not. Also, notice how most chicks here don't explain why it doesn't matter. They give you advice to rather improve your oral skills. They aren't telling you why size doesn't matter. They are telling you to make up for your inadequate size with other skills. 6. Height. Men want to be tall for the same reason. Tall equals strong. We feel insecure when we find ourselves the shortest man in the room. Sexy assertiveness in a tall man will be short man syndrome when women openly state that shorter than me is undesirable because, of course, women have a right to feel that way. But must you proudly and publicly shout it out until all short men feel useless? The majority of women want a man taller than them. If a guy is above 6 feet, he has potential access to the majority of women. That's the truth. Short guys not only have less potential access, they also have to compete against other tall men. Very few women would date a guy shorter most of the time due to the fact taller is more attractive to women. Even the girls who say they don't mind dating a short guy, it's not like they only have the option of dating a short guy. They can also date a tall bloke, and who will she most likely pick? Subconscious attraction is a thing.